but YouTube did cut off my live. I don't even know what way this is gonna show. It might not even show it in the right setting either. I don't know, but we'll see what happens. We'll see if anybody finds a way back. I'll share this. It's a shame we had almost 400 people watching the live. So it's a tricky thing. Wales, Josie Wales, I don't know how it looks. I don't know if it's got it in a good setup or not. I don't know if this is set up the way it's supposed to be. Does this look, I don't even care if it's in horizontal or not. I'll be honest with you. I just want to talk. Is this in horizontal or is this in vertical? Just out of curiosity. Because they cut my last one off. When I went to go help my son when I came back, apparently you guys, it was just gone. So I'm not sure what happened. Oh, beautiful. It's in horizontal. Perfect. I'm going to reshare this. If you guys could just hit that like button. Because I really didn't want to end yet. Really didn't want to end yet. And now at least I got to put in the title of this one, the new reserve. And isn't it funny Bitcoin wasn't announced? I told you Robert Kiyosaki and all these sleazeballs were telling everybody to buy Bitcoin for a reason, because it's not part of the bigger picture. We've already known this for years. Happy we get to share the news with you. Thank you, Jennifer, for the $1.99. Also for being in Tom's Army. And for being such a good spirit. You and your brother, Joseph. But yeah, I can't even explain how much I appreciate all of you and doing this with everybody. So my question to all of you are, do you think Axelar is going to have a moment now? Because we do know they have a strategic partnership with Ripple. I'm just asking because it seems like you'd want to be attached to all things that are attached to XRP Ripple right now. Does this mean like XRP healthcare is going to find itself in the big surge again? Like, I want to know. We'll get into DGB, I promise. I promise. I just want somebody to answer my question about Axelar. Because I want to ask you a question. If you didn't have a buy, would you buy 10,000 Axelar for $4,200? Or would you bypass that and buy 15,000 or so H-bar? So I'm just asking. I'm just curious what my audience mindset is there, because I know me personally, I have both. And I just want to thank Kryptonian for telling me about Axelar when he did. Because when he told us about it, it was not the, oh, it's going to pump tomorrow, but this is in a rotation to where when this pops out, it eventually will. You know, it's something to watch. And he alerted me a few months ago to the partnerships with Ripple, at least the ties. So we started to look into it as a community. And, you know, I will just leave it at I have 10,000 tokens. It's a couple more, but that's all we need to know. I have 10,000 tokens of Axelar. It's been a silent performer right now. I don't really talk about it as much. But I figure with what's happening, it's in a rotation too, where we've charted this out, I think, almost perfectly. It's come through the expandable areas. And it came down to the support perfectly. This is where I built that most of my position when it made this dump here. And that's when we talked about it the most. But now it's kind of been in a holding pattern for the last couple weeks. And it's been nice. Because it's give opportunity if it comes back down to 31 and double bottoms or something. But it's one that I'm very interested about when it comes to what's going on with XRP and Ripple with the U.S. government. It's one that I really think going forward here, I think it's going to be a steal. I think it's going to be a steal. And the thing that made me jump off basically my screen was their max supply. They only have 1.19 billion total tokens ever, and 924 million are in supply. You know, and like DGB, we'll get into DGB right after this. It's total supply. I never talk about it, but it is actually very well positioned because it does not have a catastrophic supply. And the amount that are already in circulation is another good thing. What the hell is BNB? Who cares about BNB? I want DGB. What, you guys can't do DigiByte? I'm telling you, I'm very high hopes on DGB. Um, 17.5 billion tokens in supply with the total circulating supply, the maximum supply of 21 billion. So I just wanted to say that. But Axelar, I don't think we can underlook that value. With only that many tokens in circulation, it's pretty incredible. And like, there's a few of them that I really think are good. I think Axelar is going to be one that we're going to get. Well, I think we're going to. Axelar wasn't even in my plans, and for this cycle, I didn't even know what it was up until I looked deeper into it because of Kryptonian. I'm just being serious. Like, I learned a lot by doing this program about tokens I didn't know about. That's the best thing that I've. Like, it's not just you guys who get something out of this. Like, the audience, I've learned over the last 4 years, and this is the real truth. If somebody's very passionate and brings a bunch of information and they're dead set on why they like a token, and it's part of the ISO or IoT, or it has connection to, especially Ripple XRP, I have to take it seriously. And the way Kryptonian was talking about it, you just have to take it seriously. You know, and for all intents and purposes, I basically told Jasmine and tokens like that I could have built deeper into, and I said, fuck you. I know you're part of the IoT, but you're also the Chinese side of it. So, but this is, what's happening is I believe 4 years of dedication by all of us is going to come into play now. And just understanding and just, my God, algo's up 10% now. I'm telling you, look at, oh my God, is this fucking beautiful when you start looking at all of this. And like the IoT tokens are just sitting there right now, just like, buy me, buy me, buy me. Right, Gator? And, oh my God. Now MXC's up 5%. I'm telling you, I feel like that's so undervalued. There's 2.4 trillion or 2.4 billion total tokens. Or no, 2.6. Because only 200 million are outstanding of MXC. We've been trying to go deep into some of these tokens. 2.44 billion tokens in supply. Right now, max supply is 2.66. I'm going to check on my son real quick. I guess let me do this intro real quick. I know we keep bouncing around, but there's a lot of opportunity in certain tokens. Oh my God, this is like my heart's going. Do you guys realize on 10,000 tokens, if you hold 10,000 tokens, because that's the point we always talk about, because I think it's more attainable when we're in the bear market for the audience. Do you know what 10,000 tokens, a 53-cent move? Do you know that's a $5,000 move right now? This is a $5,500 move right here. Oh, it's happening. Pinch me, ladies and gentlemen. Pinch me. Trump absolutely said strategic reserve. There was no mention of Bitcoin and Ethereum, as we've said in this community for years. It wouldn't be. They announced XRP. Solana, I can understand because of the bankers part of it. And I guess ADA too, it's an ISO token. And I'm not surprised HBAR was not part of this because Swift announced their partnership with HBAR. So, I mean, it's a beautiful day to be alive. DGB's up. Oh, let me do the intro because I was already on for 45 minutes and then I came back on here. And I'm here by myself with my son. Kryptonian, he might not say it on X. He said it on Truth. He doesn't really care about X anymore. He talks about most of his stuff on Truth Social because that's his own. That's the one thing he's not a big component of X. That's why he created Truth Social. So I would be looking on Truth Social. I know, Nick, right? Oh my God, I just made some bank. Today I've made some bank. Oh, he doesn't need to mention HBAR. Swift already did it, went unnoticed. Swift announced HBAR. You guys, I'm telling you. What do you mean HBAR is already more than 100% up? He mentioned XRP and it's more than 800, or what is it? Nobody believes me when I tell them this. XRP's had its cycle right now. And I'm not just talking about where we bought from, but its technical cycle right now. In this cycle, XRP's up from just about 28 cents, just over 28 cents. We'll use it from 29.34. XRP right now is up 836% on this cycle. Nobody needs to believe it. The connection is breaking. Is it? Well, it wouldn't surprise me if YouTube tries to silence me. It's the second time I came back on. They don't want you guys owning any of this stuff. Not the right ones. And right now, from where we bought XRP, we're up 695%. So some people, I'm telling you, people are telling me, no, it's not up that much. It's like, I bought it. What do you mean it's not up that much? I'm up that much. My XRP holdings are up that much, so I damn well know it went up that much. Because we bought in the bear market after selling out of the bull market. And the big message we've been talking about is, you know, if you're not looking to hold, you've got to find price points to take profit and to buy twice as much as you want. So you can sit through these moments like wave 4, that big correction, and get to wave 5. We built up so much of a catalyst, but still, the volume, if you're looking at it in a sense of we need this breakout volume, it's early. So you're not going to see the big volume yet, but we have a catalyst. And now we should see it drive through in volume. The daily, you're not going to see it yet. This literally just got announced. In a 45-minute candle. I mean, not a 45, in a... Let me go to the 45 first. The 45s, we've had 2 great candles. We got more volume in the second one. This is going to be a big move. If this continues like this, I'm just telling you. The hourly, we'll see. So far in the first 28 minutes, it looks fantastic. The 2 hourly, we already know is going to look fantastic in the first 30 minutes of this candle. Like, I don't want to say, as a community, we told you so about the ISO and IoT and that Bitcoin was just to trick people. But there's going to come a moment where I'm not going to say it. But some of you, I guess you could say it with XRP. We told you so that XRP was going to be the strategic reserve, not Bitcoin. We told you it was going to be used as a world currency so that it can artificially prop up what's going on now. Is it true about Mt. Gox that they found 400 tons missing? Is that, I just need to know. Good morning. 11:28 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Sunday, March 7th, 2025. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. And DGB right now is at 5.78% and just getting started, folks. Once it breaks out, DGB is known to run hundreds and hundreds of percent when it finally has that moment. It runs big. It's not one of the ones that goes 12%. It'll go 97% and retrace 51% of it just to get ready for the next move. But we're waiting for this to break this resistance. Once it breaks this resistance, you're going to see a catapult up. It's inevitable. We're so far below where DGB needs to go. I have over 1 million tokens of DGB, so I'm not just talking out and saying, you know, I love DGB with no ownership. I have over 1 million tokens. So that's all you need to know. So I'm very heavily invested in what I believe in. I have, 20,000 H-bar, 322,200 ZIL, 300,000, or it's either 200,000 or 300,000 IOTX, 1 million MXC, let's see if I can remember it all, 809,000 AMP, 50,000 T-Fuel, over 10,000 Axelar, over 60,000 XRP Healthcare, which is still the best call I ever had. Maybe not where it's at now, but how far it went up. I had a 35 or 40x on that. In one cycle. What else do we have? Algo, I have 33,000 plus tokens. IOTA, I wish I had more, but it's like 12,000. What else? Is that it? Oh, XLM, I have over 20,000. VeChain, I have it's over 100. I can't remember how much over 100,000. So I'm definitely, ZIL, I've already talked about. So, I mean, I stuck to where my guns were. I stuck to my areas. Through Julie, we have over 10,000 does, but she's was one of the ones who had it, and then we sold it on a Saturday Night Live after she made thousands of %. And then I bought it back for her at 5 cents, and then I was able to send it to her at 9 cents when they finally made it available to send to her wallet on Robinhood from mine. So yeah. And then my other side of it's the precious metals. So I also have $25,000 in commodities right now is what it's worth right now between Newmont Mining, B2 Gold, Barrick Gold, Fortuna Silver Mines, and First Majestic. And I put a lot of profits into precious metals, gold and silver bullion back in 22 from our 21 market rally. So that's, and our community, I believe, is very wise because I don't want to say it stems down from me, but it evolves from my thinking and it brings similar. See, I look at it this way. It's not me who makes the community smart, but because of my focus, I absorb, or I connect with energy that believes in what I believe in and has the same understanding. So that's why we found each other. Jennifer at DGB starting to make a little bit of a quiet move here. Almost 7%. It's getting past this resistance. If it can finally break past this resistance, I know Shane's going to be happy and some others. But we need to get past this resistance starting. So I just tell you what I do. Like with AMP, I said the hell with it. You know, it's at a spot where I would kick my own ass if I didn't own it. You know, and bought more into it because it did the retracement. Like I didn't get scared. I didn't sell it out after the 20% here on this first move. I said, let's wait for this consolidation. And I'm going to buy more if it gives me the chance. And now, who knows? Maybe it'll give me a chance to buy more lower. I don't know. But it seems like this is another one that's so low that eventually here, folks, I mean, look, this is reality right now of AMP. You just look at it in the terms like this. The reality is, and you can come up here now because it's bounced through here now enough to where it's going to eventually break out of here. It really is. It's eventually going to get out of this moment. And then we're going to sit here. And we've done this with AMP before when it was the right time. We made 375% in a day and a half. That was like the craziest thing in the summertime. When we were stuck in a holding pattern in a lot of things. We seen AMP and we're like, oh, this is kind of that spot. And then it just bumped. But look at XRP. If you guys haven't joined Tom's Army, please join Tom's Army. If you appreciate my work and the time of 4 years in a row without taking a day off, the fact that I put my content out for free and I don't hide behind paywalls and I show you transparently everything I do, take a moment like this and do the $9.99 a month and help support what I do and join Tom's Army. I never ask, but please, I would encourage people to join Tom's Army. We've had quite a 13% of you have left Tom's Army in the last month. So I would love to see some of you pay it forward. And maybe it's just by hitting the like button and sharing the content. But I would love to see a run at Tom's Army at some point. I know we've made more than $9.99. Today, I can't even tell you how much you've made. I'm telling you, this is going to be nothing short of spectacular. It's not a fairy tale anymore. This has happened. This is not a fairy tale anymore. Everybody who thought we were making stuff up, it's true. We didn't make anything up. This is all true. Like, I can't even believe this is all true. Like, I don't even... Sometimes you look at things and you're like, wait a minute. If that's pumping that much, you know, just on 10,000 tokens of XRP, that's a $6,600 move for anybody who owns that amount. You know, like, it's almost, sometimes it's surreal. Jennifer, thank you so much for the $1.99 and being in Tom's Army. Joseph, thank you so much as well for being in Tom's Army and the $10 donation. You are, I didn't see what it said. And don't think you have to send a donation because of what I said. I was the pay it forward mindset. It's not about the money. It's even if you like it and share it. I'll show you a good example of not having to be about the money, even though UB2B has been in Tom's Army for over 3 years with the Diamond Hands badge. You're the man, Tom. Thank you for your TA, said Joseph Euler. I appreciate that. Jennifer, thank you so much. Said one more for appreciation, $1.99. And look at that. AUWX, Ox. You just made me the happiest person in the world today. Joining Tom's Army and showing appreciation for what I do. I can't describe how good it makes me feel to know that the stuff that I've been working on for 4 years is coming together. And that all of us have been trying to build towards together is starting to happen. Look at this. Oh my God. And you know why it makes me happy? Because I could have done this all by myself. But knowing that there's so many, it almost makes me want to cry. There's so many people that have been watching this that are struggling and know the times we're in. And look what's happening. Guys, we literally figured out a cheat code because we understood the cycle that was coming with the flip to digital. I said many times before, I missed Bitcoin. I won't miss this flip of history. Oh, man. Remember I said don't sell H-bar. Now it's up 13. Well, it's reversed like 16% since that. You can't, like, we can't go to work and make this amount of money. It doesn't matter what your job is. You're not making this amount of money this quickly. Like, John says, thank you, Tom. I followed you for about 1.5 years. And I'm so grateful for your consistent guidance. It will change my family's life. Thank you for that message, John. And also being part of Tom's Army for over 1 year with the I Told You So badge. Sometimes I don't know what to say. I really don't. Like, I like the building process. Like, when it starts to pump, I just look at it and I'm like, it kind of makes you feel like you're like floating. And look at even Bitcoin up 4.8%. They're not telling us something right now about Bitcoin as well. But we were right. We said that XRP bottom versus Bitcoin, and look at. We knew something big had to come because we knew we bottom first Bitcoin. That XRP Bitcoin pairing was our saving grace. We drew the inverse head and shoulders out. Guys and gals, do you remember how long ago we drew these inverse head and shoulders out across the market and said, you know, we look stupid now because that inverse right arm isn't even on the table yet. But I think that's what's going to happen when we play through this. And we went across the whole market, how we could dump down first. And now all these inverse head and shoulders are happening now. And the right shoulder formed and now it's big. Grandad, thank you for the $19.99 donation, and also being in Tom's army for over 3 years with the XP Diamond Hands. Bad says thank you Tom from Michelle and Randy. Oh, thank you Michelle and Randy. I appreciate that so much. You guys have no idea how grateful I am for this audience, because without you, I would have missed so much. Sure, I could add XRP and Algo and IOTA, maybe not even Algo back then. IOTA I knew about XRP, but somebody talked me into Algo a long time ago to look deeper into it, and I am so glad they did. But I had to sell out of the bear market to get my bull market holdings, or sell out the bull market when we were at the top so that I could do this right. $3, here we come, baby. Bam, come on. Give me $3, I'll go check on my son. Barry Yoga, welcome back into Tom's Army for your second month. I appreciate that. Thank you, Tom. Your efforts do not go unnoticed. Much notice. Oh, I know they don't. I know they don't, because there's so many in this audience that are here every single day. And now 312 of you found your way back after they cut me off. That is insane. So we always base it on 10,000 tokens. 10,000 tokens right now. You're up $7,600 on XRP today. Remember when I said don't go out on their terms when it's an extreme greed? Go out on your own terms. This is what I was talking about. They can never just drop it out in extreme fear. It can't happen. There's not enough money to be taken. They always do this. Now, we're going to get some wild back and forths here. I'm not going to act like there's not going to be. There's going to be some extreme tugs here back and forth. And when I say extreme, I mean extreme. But you want this. XRP went to $3. Now it comes back. Let's see what the next retest would be, because it came up so quick again. Like, oh, look at that candle. And guys, look at what this does. Remember that weekly that looked like shit? We're turning this into a big hammer now. I mean, in the daily. No, not the daily. That way I already know that's an inverted nice candle. But the weekly, we pulled this all the way back up. Look at this. Oh my God, we just changed the course of history. Look at this. That weekly, if we close here, oh my God, this is unbelievable. I got to grab some water. This is just unbelievable. Don't want anything, just showing love because you've been right 3 to 4 months ago. Thank you, JB. Yeah, I appreciate you. It's wow. Sometimes you just got to sit back and just, thank you, Lord, for putting me in the right spot at the right time. Thank you for giving me the foresight to look into this stuff and understand it. Jennifer, look at DGB up about 10% now. Let's go. God, yes. Literally. Oh my God. Just when you start looking at your portfolio and all of a sudden, yeah, JB, when I started mine in the 2021 bull market, I was starting it with all of you, my crypto portfolio. I got it up to a total of about $5,000 before it broke out in that run. Most on XRP, a little bit on DGB, and a little bit on XLM. And to go from $5,000 to having over 6 figures, it's hard to even fathom. And I've said it very hard, man. I bought crypto with the mindset of buying twice as much as I needed because I needed to do house repairs. And I had paid my house off, but I neglected my house basically when I moved in for 4 years. Besides like doing the HVAC, which was expensive, it was about $9,500. And then I had to do the water tank and I had to do some other things. But now I did the windows, which really needed to be done, and that was $12,000. Got to pay it in cash because of crypto. Did my kitchen, which I've already paid 1/3, but I'm doing cash payments. And they're starting it tomorrow, so I have to pay the next $8,000, and then when they're done, the last $8,000. I already have that because of crypto. You know, and I'm looking at all the things that working for how long it would have taken, and now seeing how long it doesn't. Yeah, 4 years is a long time, but if I told you in 4 years you could build a $5,000 portfolio over 6 figures, and then it would be in position for this real bull run, what would you guys have said? Where the fuck do I sign up? But most people said, nah, you know, crypto's a scam. Yes, most of it is. I've acknowledged that from the beginning. I personally believe 99% of crypto is a joke. But when you understand the Internet of Things and the ISO, why do you think they have meme tokens? Same reason they have slot machines. Same reason they have sports betting when you're watching sports. So that you can go in and time after time lose money. Yeah, sure, maybe 1 or 2 times you win. But over time, you lose that betting proposition. Just like in a meme token. Over time, you lose. And it's designed to keep your money out of utility. Think of it this way. Some people ask me if I use leverage, and very sparingly. Because I have an addictive personality. And what ends up happening is if I start trading leverage, I will buy and sell my spot positions for some reason. It'll make me feel like, oh my God, the leverage is moving up and down this quick. Now all of a sudden I must have something to do, you know, and it'll make my mind. Just like if I start sports betting, you know, it's a different mindset. There's different reasons why I don't do different things. I like the slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady wins the race. And if I go outside myself, I dig myself a grave. And that's my own saying. So if I go outside myself, I'm digging my own grave. What do I know? I know crypto. I know XRP. I know XLM. I know DGB. I know XDC. I know ZIL, VeChain, HBAR, Axelar, Algo, IOTA. I know MXC. I know IOTX. I know, you know, I know AMP. I know these things. I know Theta. I know these things. So I know commodities. I know some things, and commodities I use for dividends. And when it's in bad markets, the more money you have in dividend-paying stocks that are going to be around, the better you feel. Now, there's going to be some people right now that are watching that are going to get slaughtered, and that's the truth. Some people, and this is another example, for the ones who were fearful of XRP at $1.98, $1.96 when it came down there, and now you're attempting to FOMO in right now. Why did you not buy in at $1.98, but you're willing to buy at $2.82? Is it because they announced this Bitcoin reserve or strategic reserve for XRP? Is it because you see it up 28% on the day and you couldn't care less about the news? You know, these are all learning situations, and I'm saying it when it's on 222 for DGB, which is quite ironic. The angels are watching and making sure I'm saying the right things here. And I'm not a financial advisor, so I can't tell you any more than you can tell me to buy something, nor would I want to. But I can show you what I see and what I'm doing, and then you can make an informed decision. Billy, thank you for the $4.99 donation. I really appreciate that. And also, target still or higher now? No, you can't change the target. Cycle target until broken. There's 2 of them. Yes, 549 is the initial target out of that descending wedge, but we actually have a top potential of $6.79 if this played out 100% true. And then I will reevaluate the way it hits it as resistance, support, whether it makes a nice consolidation below. But we don't know above that. I do have the structural setup since before the breakout in November of 549 and then possibly 679 if it played out 100% perfectly. Right now it's playing out 100% perfectly. Well, not 100%, but it's playing out about as close as you could hope. Man and his dog, thank you so much for re-upping in for your 7-month in Tom Army. I really appreciate that. Just, guys, I understand we can run fast, but just look at $3, $3.40, and then $3.80 roughly at all-time highs. Those are our next levels I want you to focus on. $3, $3.40, and $3.80 roughly. Those are your only levels I want you to worry about. Forget $4, $4.20, $8.70, $4.19, $5.49, $6.79, $17,000. Your only goal is to look at $3, $3.40, and $3.80. The same reason I teach this every day. I don't look too far ahead. I have it on the grand scheme, but I like to look at the day-to-day flow. Jennifer, thank you for re-upping. And I know you've been more, but for your second month of Dusty's Outhouse Crypto News, I am off the chores. Thank you so much, Tom, for all you do. Let's do this. Oh, thank you, Jennifer. Thank you so much. Call the Kupiaks, in fact. Nick, 283 rejected. I'm not looking at it as a rejection just yet. I'm looking at it as a strategic back test. And you need to have a powerful come down. And that might involve us coming through that area. But I'm not saying it's a rejection yet. But it came up so quick that it's going to have to probably consolidate some. That's the truth. And don't be mad, everybody. This is what happens when you come up quick. Oh, yeah, 320 is the in-between. You're not wrong about that, George, actually. Yeah, you're right about that. I skipped to the 340 because that's the mid-tier. But, yeah, $3, $320, $340 is absolutely not wrong. And 385 is my goal. Yep. Excellent. Excellent, George. Thank you for adding the 320. I love it. Jorge, member for 5 months. If we're all doing it, let's go. God is good. Thanks, Tom. You are great. And thank you for being in your 5th month with the XRP Meteor. I really appreciate that. Really, you're only 1 month away from the XRP Predictor. And yeah, I'm so glad so many of you are talking about God. Because, you know, we have to give thanks to our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. We remain humble. We show humility. And that's a message from our Lord and Savior. But when we talk about God, he becomes present in our actions when more than one person does. And he's rightfully within us in the community. So we've been asking for guidance in the community. So, but guys, I am home alone with my son. So at some point, I am going to have to shut this off. I have already been on longer than 38 minutes because my first one was 45 minutes. So I stayed over because I wanted to see exactly how this might shake out here. Right now, underneath, I mean, if it did come down a little bit farther, I suppose we can start looking at these back test areas, which we probably should. This held out perfectly, that neckline of that inverse head and shoulders. We identified that so early. It's pretty scary. 264 underneath. That we could technically back test, which we like to back test things. 252, if that didn't hold. Like I said, we like to back test things, but we could surge out of here very quickly and end up breaking out of a longer term resistance. Over the top, this broadening wedge, believe it or not. Hey, guys, what was that 3rd level of resistance that we've been talking about? Look at all-time highs right there on the broadening wedge. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go because my son's he needs me. And I'm not mad about leaving. I've done what I could. And I'm a parent to a special needs son, so I do what I gotta do. I bounce, and then we see each other when I can. So that's what I got. I'm XRP Future Millionaire. Thank you, everybody. I really, really appreciate that. I really, really appreciate all of you. If you're looking to trade crypto, I would definitely pay attention to how to do it the cheapest ways and be able to move it back and forth and things like that. BITUNIX. I still like BITUNIX. Lowest spot and leverage trading fees. Lowest maker-taker fee if you're a leverage trader. And I often send things from an exchange to there to sell it and then take the money and put it back so I don't have to hit the fees. Crypto.com is where I have my DigiByte, Zil, and so many more at sitting. PayPal, Cash App. Nah, forget the donation shit. I want you guys to buy your stuff. So if you want to pay it forward, you can, but you know how to do that. BLOFIN is another option where it's a little bit cheaper to be buying and selling spot, and they have a lot that you can send from that exchange and receive as well. So that's another option. But I do appreciate all of you, and I want to do one thing before we leave. I want to sing one thing. Many of you know what I'm going to sing, and I'm going to go take care of my son because I want to make sure he's good. And, you know, that's just, I'm very sensitive towards my son because he's been through a lot of trauma in his 5 years, more than he should have. But none of it's been his fault, but he's a trooper. So, ladies and gentlemen, I know what time it is. Do you know what time it is? Ladies and gentlemen, the sunny days are here again. Oh, sunny days. Oh, what a day. Oh, sunny days. Oh, what a day. I wear glasses 'cause I can't see a motherfucking thing. Happy days. Oh, happy days. Oh, what a day. Oh, happy days. Oh, what a day. XRP will reign supreme. Let's just not get caught in the FUD. Oh, we're gonna crash and we did and we will and we won't and we rise and we fall and we will and we won't. Oh, yeah. Stay true. Stay blessed. XRP is a reserve. Who would have funked it? Like, seriously. Besides Austin, well, that is not Pinocchio because it actually is a crypto reserve. You know what? And no, he's not giving a Hummer right now. That is actually was supposed to be a stogie. But we're not going to make him look bad. We're not going to make the sun look bad this morning. So we'll have, well, I would have him hold the stogie, but then it's going to make it look like he's a part of Pleasure Island. And we don't want to give the Diddy vibes here. So, because he kind of looks like he's setting up for something here. So, but look, remember when I put this stupid video out right before I leave? And it's not stupid to me, but I put this out a week ago or whatever. You're my sweetest. Do you see what it says right there? XRP token, rest in peace, Bitcoin. That was my timeline for Bitcoin, and I told everybody it was rest in peace. XRP was putting it in the grave. Isn't this a step towards it when they announced XRP was part of the strategic reserve and not Bitcoin? I think it all comes together for a reason. So, thank you so much, everybody. Have a blessed day, and we'll meet again. It is Sunday. If they let me go live again, I'm sure, with everything that's going on, you'll see me tonight at somewhere around 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm so happy about fucking algo, excuse me. Oh my God, look at IOTA. Yes, IOTA. I knew it was only a matter of time, baby. Oh, I knew it was only a matter of time for you, my sweetheart. I knew it. I love IOTA. And it's always slandered. I always get extra excited with IOTA. Because it gets slandered. My lord. My freaking lord. Algo's doing its thing, but I think it's going to have a... Listen, whenever IOTA overtakes Algo, you know there's a big pending move. I'm telling you right now. Remember what I said about if you bought Doge over IOTA, I would reach through this fucking screen. Not figuratively, but just so you would understand where my mind was. And I would, if I could, I would be like, what are you doing? So I told my audience, for my sake, please don't buy Doge when they're the same price or IOTA's lost. Now you're reaping the rewards. Doge has a fucking 150 billion tokens. IOTA's got 7 billion total, and most of them are already out there in a way. So, oh my God, this is unbelievable. IOTA is leading the way, baby. I'm telling you, the IoT tokens are getting ready. Oh shit! I forgot about one thing. I want to show UB2B. This is a way that you can, and he's been in Tom's army since the beginning too, so. But he's also been my meme genius, I call him. And he's done so much cool stuff, and let's see which ones I didn't see lately. I've seen them, but what I didn't show the audience yet. So he was putting the bear trap stuff, but recently, let's see. Don't be a Bob. Gimme, gimme, gimme. I need. Gimme, 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 please. Join Tom's army. What are you smoking, Bob? Join Tom's army. Don't let this be you. Thanks to Bob's advice, I can only get this kind of place to live. I should have joined Tom's army and learned to read the charts. Don't let this be you. Join Tom's army. Drinks on the house. Join Tom's army.
Charts flip green. We're stacking that dough. Took some profits, now the drink's gon' flow. Tom's got the knowledge, making it rain. Play with house money, stay in the game. Drinks on the house, yeah.
Whoops. If you want to see more in the Telegram, go to UB2B's meme spot. You'll get a link to where his channel is on YouTube. And you can be part of it. Oh, it's so much fun watching these unfold. Oh, this one. Bob, he said Bell, join Tom.
Check my stash, join Tom's army, time to make that cash. Shark shot up like a rattlesnake bite, I yelled, we moving boys, hold on tight. Told my gal, grab that cowbell quick, she said, darling, that ain't it.
Have a good one, everybody. Thank you.